and not a lot of luck. It's just a really hard place to assault. Um, I'm moving my camera to try and see what's up and telling my men to throw grenades, but unfortunately the Cromwell just has wonderful fire ability possibilities, and we've lost all 3 points. So now they have 200 points almost versus our 500. You see how quickly their points are ticking up now that they hold all three. So that's not very good for us at all. And I think it's an interesting. This map is interesting too because of the huge disparity in the middle. They attack it from ground level, and we attack it from way up high. This means that they're able to shell it very easily on the part with the flag, but it's very hard for them to approach it because we can fire down at them as they come. Meanwhile, it's very easy for us to approach it because we just walk up the hill and no one can shoot us till we get to the flag. But then it's very, very difficult for us to hold it because we're being shelled constantly. So it's very bloody for both people, but in different occasions. It's very bloody for us holding it, and it's very bloody for them taking it. And fighting over it is very bloody for both of us because it's easy for them to defend from the bottom of the hill because we can't shell them coming up, and it's easy for us to defend from the top of the hill because we can shell them coming down. So it's just that's an interesting place, and really, if you're better at one kind of combat or the other, that's going to be a big benefit for you fighting if you get that part of the map, if you're better at attacking or defending or something like that. But I buy a big old tank because I saw there was just some infantry and a light vehicle, so I figure my Panzer IV is going to be able to take everybody. And meanwhile, I have my submachine gunners supporting the tank because you never want to go anywhere without infantry, even if you aren't expecting very much heavy whatever. Because, you know, one AT grenade could still kill me, and you see how I am moving in concert with my infantry, wiping out their infantry as I go, and just using my tank for fire support and waiting for the inevitable armored car to pop up. The idea is to use the tank for that, and he can also fight. He's killing some infantry too, but I'm waiting for the armored car. And bang, hello, and goodbye. So that was fun. Textbook assault right there. You know, my opponent tried to do everything right. He was in cover. He had the armored car far behind, but he was really outmanned and outgunned. Should have pulled back farther and hoped to lure my tank into some sort of trap if you want to hold it. And you see how holding 3 points makes such a huge difference. Already they have 623 points to our 589, so they're ahead, despite being way behind by like 400 points. They're ahead in a very short amount of time, so things are looking very dire for us, although there's 12 minutes left in the match, and you know, we can still come back. The point gap is not too huge. Lollybo mounting an assault on the left for some goddamn reason. I think we were coordinating something on Ventrilo, and Lollybo was like, I'll take the left and you take the middle. And I'm just like, I just took the left with the tank. Maybe you should take the middle and the right. I think I was telling him take the right, because he had so much success there before. I think the reason he doesn't want to take the right was he got beaten back so bloodily there. I think he took a lot of losses on the right while I wasn't watching. But he was like, hey, maybe I'll try my hand at the left. And I was like, yeah, I don't want you on the left, man. I already did everything. But he's got a tank there, so I see an opportunity. I tell him to attack the middle. I tell my guys to attack the middle. I figure let's just steamroll them in the middle. And I'm also encouraging him to attack on the right, but I don't think he was very happy about attacking on the right, having already done it quite successfully before, and I guess he figured he had done his part. And I just take out a couple assault infantry, very nice grenade. He pushed forward, and he ended up paying for it. But like I said, this is just the bloodiest place. I mean, this 1 point has so many dead bodies all around it, and has for a while. I think he just threw a grenade. This might be bad, or he took a grenade out. We're gonna find out how this goes. Yeah, stuff is just, look at that. This is nuts. It's crazy. So many dead people. His guy just killed by his own grenade and killed a couple of my guys with a grenade. Both of them are there, by the way. Both enemy players. Faust, DH. I guess I should say their names before this video ends. Faust, DH is one of them. Keep an eye out for the other. And look, here's Lollybo's Panzer IV coming up around the side, sort of on the enemy side of the middle. This is exciting. How are things going to end? I don't know, because I can't remember who's ahead right now. Oh, they have 740 points. We have 589. That's looking pretty good for them. And not so good for us. Holding 3 points makes a big difference. But Lollybo just killed a Valentine. Too light of a tank to take on the Panzer IV. And my AT gun, unfortunately, just out of range of the Churchill, so moving it up. Or Cromwell. It's a Cromwell. Right? Yeah, it's a Cromwell. But my Panzer IV, I figure, can take on the Cromwell, especially now the main gun is destroyed. Thank you, Lollybo. So yeah, big blitzkrieg on the middle with all of our stuff. Knocks out the Cromwell too, so that's the end of the Cromwell. Got my AT gun moving forward, got my tanks moving forward. We have 2 tanks. Looks like we're about to roll the middle. And everything's suddenly coming up roses. I guess sweeping from the left turned out to work really well for Lollybo. Here's a Tetrarch. enemies buying pretty light vehicles this entire game, and it's not working out for them too well. I mean, the British, have a lot of light vehicles, but they also have heavier tanks. There's a mortar over there that I'm really worried about, but I figure I can just run up real fast and shell it with my tank before things go bad. And you look how quickly I'm moving forward. I want to take this mortar out because mortars are a really big deal. And I'm moving up, and I'm not too worried about being ambushed because there's no cover. And now I'm shelling the mortar. So that, my friends, is about where this game ends. There's about a minute left, and I guess we'll find out why it ends. He almost takes my Panzer IV out, but luckily I start reversing before the grenade hits, so it impacts on the front armor, and I just get a crew. It just stuns the tank for a second. Plus the guy on top died, but if that had hit my engine, things would have been bad. But yeah, I keep my Panzer IV alive, and I'm pulling him out right now because things aren't looking so hot. And over.